KP's Video News, y'all. It's KP's Video News, y'all. It's KP's Video News, y'all. It's KP's Video News, y'all.
All right, folks, it's KP's Video News, y'all. How you doing today? It's Friday, December 9th. Got a few days left for y'all to get y'all Christmas toys. Anyway, yeah, I got a, sad situation here, man. Family that I was really close with when I was, in high school. I used to hang out with Ike's oldest son. For whatever reason, they don't have a mention. And Ike Jr. Anyway, Tina Turner's son, Ronnie Turner, has passed away at age 62. Rest in peace, Ronnie. Wow, man. Ronnie Turner, son of legendary singer Tina Turner, has passed away, and his wife and the French singer Kpvideonews Turner confirmed Ronnie's passing away to death on an Instagram post. Say it was a true angel and her best friend. So she says, "I did the best to the end. This time I was not able to save you." And 17 years they were married. Wow. Serious, it's really, really a sad situation. Afida, who married Ronnie 2017, oh, correction, was 2007, was referring to passing away of his older brother, Craig, passed away in 2018. His father, Ike Turner, passed away in 2007, while his aunt, Tina's sister, Arlene Bullock, passed in 2010. And a spokesman for the LAPD confirmed that officers responded to Turner's address in Encino and around 9:40, and for the investigation. Spokesperson could not confirm the man's identity, and it's really a sad thing, man. Like I said, I used to hang out with them as a kid in high school, but wow, Tina, 83, welcomed Ronnie and then husband Ike in 1960. So he was born in 1960. He joined older brother Craig, who Tina had at age 18. Saxophonist Raymond Hill. Ike later adopted Craig, and the proud married singer relinquished her American citizenship in 2013 and has lived in Europe with a German record executive husband, Erwin Bach, since 1995. Ronnie was an accomplished musician like his parents and played in a band called Manufactured Funk. He also had a small part in his mother's 1993 biopic, What's Love Got to Do with It. Wow, man, I don't know, man. Rest in peace, Ronnie. Rest in peace, brother. Man, this kind of caught me off guard here. Like I said, I was friends with his older brother, older half brother, Ike Jr. Oh, boy. Anyway, I'm going to move on to the next story here. And so, Suge Knight, this is a story about Suge Knight, how things are going for him. And he's over there in prison. And, it's no question about who Suge Knight is and how he was an influential figure in the music business, in the in the rap industry. So Suge Knight is serving a 28-year sentence on January 29th, 2015. Knight hit a man with his car, and he hurt another one, a hit and run in Compton, California. Because he pleaded no contest to a voluntary manslaughter charge, he wasn't put on trial for murder, meaning he avoided a life sentence. The incident, which was recorded on surveillance video, occurred as a result of a confrontation between Knight, Claiborne Sloan, and Terry Carter at a place called Tam's Hamburgers, which is Tam's right there on the corner of Rosecrans and Central. I know the area very well. But anyway, He backed his truck up over Sloan, ran over Sloan, and then forward, striking Carter with the vehicle. Anyway, at sentencing, one of Carter's family members, her face is, you know, she spoke powerfully of the crushing emotional impact her dad's death had on the family, and she, uh, she was highly upset with Knight and his actions. So, anyway, Suge Knight is currently incarcerated at Donovan Correctional Facility, infamous Donovan. It's a medium to maximum California state prison located in San Diego. Suge Knight isn't the only infamous inmate RJDCF presently houses. Among the others are Sirhan, who assassinated Robert Kennedy in 1968, the Menendez brother, Lyle and Eric, who were convicted of uh, murdering their parents, and an international serial murderer, Tex Watson, a member of the Charles Manson family, is also in prison there. Knight is working at this time to produce a movie. But anyway, that Donovan Correctional Facility, as of July 31st, 2022, there was 3,074 prisoners held there, and that put Donovan at 102.7% over its intended capacity. Wow. California jails, man, it's just overcrowded, man. It's overcrowded conditions. Anyway, back to what I was saying before. Knight is working to produce a biopic about his life, and it's in the works, and it's helmed by some big time talent. Producer Steve Whitney brought in Nick Cassavetes, a director, actor, producer, and writer, who is the son of actress Gina Rollins and director John Cassavetes, to collaborate with producer and writer Anthony Thorne on the script. Whitney feels the Knight's story is significant given his achievements in the music industry, and during this golden era of rap, hip hop, all roads lead through Suge Knight on the West Coast. And that era helped define a brand of music and culture that changed the world. You know, he was part of the whole gangster rap situation, but he didn't start it because there was other, the NWA was doing their thing before he even got there, including, so, oh boy, I'm telling you, man, a lot of stuff going on. Anyway, I'm going to try to go with a couple of good stories here. You got a black family that closes a 7-figure deal. That's right, a 7-figure deal to create Mississippi's own modern-day Black Wall Street. That's right. Yep, entrepreneur Tony Riamont Jr., alongside his wife and 3 sons, recently closed a deal on a 20-unit strip mall in the Oak Grove community of Hattiesburg, Mississippi. The family plans to transform the property into a local version of Tulsa, Oklahoma's historic Greenwood district, widely known as the original Black Wall Street. The purchase places the family among Mississippi's roughly 3% of African Americans to have ever independently brokered a multi-million-dollar deal. And the family's mission is to create its own version of the historic Black Wall Street of Tulsa, Oklahoma's Greenwood district, as well as the unsung Black Wall Street of Mound Bayou, Mississippi, empowering and equipping individuals to become entrepreneurs is a central point of their motivation. He says, I've always had a heart to help others succeed, but to do that, I first had to succeed, said the father and CEO of the family-owned enterprise. I'm dreaming and have dreamed of having a location which others like myself can work and draw inspiration from Tulsa's Greenwood district. And he also operates a nonprofit, the Linked Up Empowerment Center. So I want to empower the people at the bottom of the pyramid who just need an opportunity, he said. They aren't lazy, they work hard, but just haven't learned yet how to win. I know how, and I want to link up with them as part of helping to not only change the the trajectory of their lives and the lives of their families, but of communities as a whole. I see it as a civic duty. And despite nearly a year of negotiations, roadblocks, and being turned down by banks, they were able to land a creative financing deal to secure the acquisition. That's right. Greenwood Plaza is a proposed name of the plaza and is the second major commercial expansion of their family-owned firm. Congratulations, folks. Congratulations, folks. So here's the next story here. It's another feel-good story. We have a black-owned whiskey brand, Uncle Nearest, nears the 100,000 million. Hits $100 million in sales. Yep, and the CEO said they expected us to fail. So it's like, yeah, one common denominator in bringing Christmas joy is seasonal cocktails and spirits, from eggnog to cranberry-infused drinks. Option of the holiday beverages endless, and building a base to those drinks started with solid liquor and black-owned whiskey brand Uncle Nearest. Latest revenue mark proves it is a possible choice for all to enjoy. Yep, Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey announced that its sales exceeded $100 million through October 2022. That's right. To reach this and every other milestone on the horizon, we continue to push nonstop. Every penny this company has earned has gone back into the business, as well as the Nearest Green's college-age descendants through college, and to invest in minority-owned businesses and entrepreneurs through a Black Business Booster Program. The Nearest and Jack Advancement Initiative and Uncle Nearest Ventures explain. The brand was founded in 2017 with executive connections to Victoria Edie Butler, the great-great-granddaughter of Nearest Green, the company's namesake. And last year, his company was honored as the best-selling black-owned and led spirit brand in the United States. Wow. Yep. So if you don't know the story of Uncle Nearest, then you have to understand that Uncle Nearest was actually the person that invented Jack Daniels. He was the one that invented Jack Daniels liquor. Never got the credit for it because old Jack took all the credit for it. But anyway, back to the story. For the longest time, folks were sitting around waiting for us to fail. First, they underestimated us. Then they expected us to fail. I guess they do that with independent companies owned by a woman or people of color. Well, more than 5 years into this level of growth, you can stop waiting. We're not a fad or some trendy brand. We're a purpose-driven, mission-oriented company. Uncle Nearest and Nearest Green Distillery aren't just here to stay, but to grow and to sustain at a pace never before seen in the industry. Uncle Nearest Whiskey has 7 different offerings at its Shelbyville, Tennessee distillery, which expanded and opened on Juneteenth, 2021. Additionally, Black Friday 2022 marked the release of the brand's anticipated single barrel black label. The result is sold out immediately, according to press releases. And what's next? Uncle Nearest is projected to double its sales by 2023. That's right. Go for it, folks. Go for it, folks. Go for the gold. Yep. So I'm going to end with this last story here. They got a Brooklyn man that claims his landlord is trying to push him out of a $450 apartment that actually has live chickens running around in the yard and some kind of green liquid seeping from the ceiling. Wow. Francis Roberts, 77 years old, is suing his landlord for allegedly trying to force him out of his rent-stabilized Brooklyn apartment. Roberts alleges he has been living in extremely poor conditions since the building was purchased in April. New Yorkers have rallied around Roberts to help him receive adequate repairs to his apartment and stop the alleged bullying. And Francis, he said the harassment, which he said includes a property full of garbage and even live chickens, is an attempt by his landlord to force him out of the building. Already, Roberts refused a previous owner's offer to buy him out of his lease. The site reported, although the amount of the offers is unknown, a former tenant of the building, stated she accepted the $150,000 buyout of hers. Meanwhile, Roberts claims the building, which was built around 1903, hasn't had heat since the new owners took over in April. And he said that the green liquid is seeping through the ceiling of his basement apartment, and that loud music blast from upstairs apartment all hours of the day. He alleges his landlord, Yehuda Grunberg, and a tenant who moved into the building in May are to blame for the poor conditions. The new tenant, Robert claims, was brought in by Grunberg to bully him. Roberts contends that Grunberg wants him out of the unit so that Grunberg can raise the rent of the apartment and bring in higher paying tenants. Grunberg's attorney, uh, Tunkel, denied allegations of harassment in a statement, and so they said they couldn't gain access to Roberts' apartment because of a hoarding problem. An attorney says Roberts in the past has also refused to allow a repairman access to his apartment, and he didn't specifically address the chickens near Roberts' apartment. So a disagreement between landlord and tenant comes as the neighborhood where Roberts lives, Crown Heights, Brooklyn, has experienced gentrification, and the median monthly rent for the two-bedroom Crown House apartments are $3,000. Like many Brooklyn Heights neighborhoods, Crown Heights has seen a steep decline in its black population, from 78% in 2000 to 48% in 2019. Yep. So that gentrification is going on, and they want him out so they can get more money. Yeah. So telling you, man, telling you, boy, this is a really crazy situation. And one more feel good story of the day here. 2 white supremacist gang members were sentenced. That's right. 2 members of the Aryan Circle, a white supremacy prison gang, have been sentenced to crimes they committed as part of their roles in the organization, the Department of Justice stated. And yep. So in separate cases, Michael Farkas, also known as Lifter, was sentenced to 30 years on December 5th for violent crimes, aid of racketeering, and attempted murder. And what did they get the other guy with? Let's see. William Chun, also known as Big Head, was sentenced to life in prison Wednesday after he was convicted in the Eastern District of Texas on November 26th of racketeering, conspiracy, and attempted murder. So that's 2 Aryan Circle enforces its rules to promote discipline among its members. And it's these guys, that acts of violence, intimidation, threats, and all of these kind of things. And the Department of Justice came down on them and gave them some big sentences there. Anyway, yep. Don't forget people to like, subscribe, share, and comment on this particular stories here. Rest in peace, Ronnie Turner. And telling you, folks, you know who it is. You know who it is over here. KP Video News, y'all. Don't forget to subscribe. KP Video News, y'all.